Maryland, we have the sarcophagus with Dionysus and Ariadne.
A very holy and peaceful work founded in Rome, Italy, that is meant to hold the bodies of a wealthy married couple in ancient Rome.
This was around 200 AD, where there was a transition from cremation to burial processions, so the using of sarcophagi became very popular.
In the bottom register of this work, there is a lot of detail, because the sarcophagi was used to protect the souls. In addition to this, the creation process of these individual sarcophagi were spread out their entire life.
Yeah, and you can see this in the time and effort they put into the work by the detail they use. There's great detail in the clothing, which gives this piece a feeling of movement. Also, you can see the amount of detail put into some of the animals.
If you focus on the panther and snake, you can see their motion and flexed bodies in a protected stance.
And this ties back into the idea of the sarcophagus and its protecting of the souls. In fact, the whole narrative of the piece is about Dionysus and his ability to overcome death, making him a perfect depiction to put on the sarcophagus.
The narrative, you can see Ariadne's head is placed on the lap of Dionysus, the god of death. Dionysus, whose face is lost, is facing the maiden and waiting for her to be released from her death-like state to marry him.
Now to focus on the top register. It again relates back to Dionysus, the god of wine. It is simply showing a wine harvest, perhaps depicting the prosperous times to come for the soul.
Within the narrative, you can see the influence of Roman culture. You can see it in their clothing and headpieces.
Some, if not most of these figures, are in a contrapposto stance, and all of the figures have an idealized rather than realistic body depiction, which was common in Roman art.
Another common technique in Roman art was the use of marble found on the nearby islands. The indestructible qualities of marble played another important role in the idea of the soul living on forever. And we can compare this piece to the frieze of Athena fighting Euclides.
The styles of these works are very similar. Both the pieces show the greatness of Roman art. The high reliefs allow great detail and the use of multiple layers in the work. You can see the classic Roman styles in the idealized bodies and the importance of the gods in the Roman culture.
From beginning to end of the Roman century, the works created in this time truly reveals the greatness and importance of power, which can be seen in the sarcophagus of Dionysus and Ariadne.